Hello guys, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope each and every one of you is doing very good. We have some new information out that NBCC has taken some programs out of their winter 2024. The total programs that they offered for that intake, 8 of these programs are taken out. And then it doesn't matter whether you had admission or not, you cannot come. Even though you got your visa approved, you cannot come. Yes, and what I am hoping for is that those who have already booked their flight shouldn't encounter any problem when they get to the port of entry, because you've booked for your flight, and then unfortunately you had a message from NBCC that your program is they're not going to continue with that program for this winter 2023, which I don't understand. Personally, I don't understand. If you know you're not going to do, or you're not going to offer that program for this particular semester, why then do you offer, or do you let people go through all this process, pay huge amount of money to do all those tasks, and then at the latter part you just give them a message that those programs are taken out? So we are going to talk about that one, and then I'll give you more information about that particular message. Also, there's NSCC is also like NBCC. The difference is like $1,000 when it comes to the tuition. NSCC is also copiering from NBCC. Right now, if you are from Ghana and then you apply to NSCC, they are going to tell you they are not taking people from Ghana anymore. You can try it right now. I have a message here, and I have a screenshot. You people will see it on your screens as you are listening to this. A friend was applying for someone in Ghana, and then they asked the person to choose. When you are applying to NBCC now, they will ask you to choose your country. And then when you choose Ghana, they are going to tell you they're not taking any students from Ghana anymore because of the volume, like the number of people they have here they have in the school from Ghana. That's what they are saying. They said they want varieties of culture, so they have a number of people they need from each country. But I still don't understand that. Looking at their database, Indians are having the highest population in NBCC, but we don't know why Indians are still coming, and then Nigerians and Ghanaians are out of the contest. Let me say that, because they can't apply at the moment. NSCC is also doing the same thing right now. If you apply from Ghana, I don't know for Nigeria, because the report I had was someone who applied from Ghana. So if you are from Nigeria, you can also try and see. But right now, what I've seen is, if you are from Ghana and then you apply to NSCC is like NBCC, as I earlier on said. Their tuition is quite affordable. It's like NBCC, it's not that high. It's like, you should know there's something coming up. There's something coming up, because it started from NBCC. Now Nova Scotia has also started. I know with time they are going to leave that band, and then it will come back again. This is because whenever Ghanaians, or let me say Africa, let me take Africa as a whole, whenever we get an information, we all try to go to that. Like, let's say I discover a school with a low tuition, like affordable tuition and living expenses, and I give it to you guys. All of you, if I'm having like 1,000 subscribers, all these 1,000 subscribers will be going to that place, which is like, we shouldn't do it that way. That is why we have series of videos. Right now, if I know you people are looking for cheap schools and affordable schools here, but we are still looking for more schools for you guys, so that you can at least spread out in Canada. Because right now the population even for me, I've seen it for myself. When I came, we didn't have more Ghanaians in NBCC, but right now if I go to NBCC, at the entrance I'll meet a Ghanaian or a Nigerian. If I go to every class, I'm going to see a Nigerian or a Ghanaian. Already I told you on this channel that the Canadians, this information will be out, but the Canadians are secretly complaining that they are losing their culture. And then for NBCC to take that 8 programs out, don't think it is just the decision of the school. Just ask yourself that, why didn't they take personal support out? Personally, I applied to personal support for 2024 intake. Although I'm done with my civil engineer, I wanted to add a different program. But I still had a message that we will start orientation on which date and that. Like, I'm getting all this information, which means those who are coming for personal support worker are still able to come to school in winter, or for the winter intake. But those who came or those who are come to do different programs. I don't really know those programs. They didn't mention that programs, but I know some of you guys who got approved are got your emails from NBCC if your program is part. And also another person reached out telling me he was on wait list, and then the following day he had a message again. They've moved him to another intake, and then for that intake he's still on a wait list. So my advice right now is, let's you people should just quit on applying to NBCs, and then let's explore different places. That is going to help. If you're still going to wait for NBCC, then maybe you should be thinking of 3-4 years time. Because right now, those who got the opportunity to even apply are being waitlisted, and then some of these waitlisted people are taken further to the following academic year or intakes, which means if there's going to be an opportunity, these people, those on the wait list, are going to get the opportunity before you, who have not even applied yet, and then waiting for them to open up for you guys. Also, the third thing I'll be talking about is about the new law. Let me say, yes, there's a news out, and then this news is about, if you guys remember, some few months ago, they had some people, like students came in with a fake LOA, that's letter of acceptance, like 700 students. Per sources, they said they are from India, but I don't really know, but per sources. And then these people came in with fake letter of acceptance. So right now the immigration law, brought a news out, brought a statement out that there's going to be a database where, when you apply for your study permit, they can verify through the school's website if or not you have a legit admission or letter of acceptance from the school. So this is what the school is going to do right now. People didn't really know Canada was not actually asking or doing all this. Going when you're applying to UK, I think UK, they have a database that they can verify if you have a legit letter of acceptance or not. But people didn't know Canada was not doing this. Yes, because I have like 4 or 5 people who were saying they never knew Canada was not, or the immigration were not contacting the school before they give letter of acceptance, and before they approve their visa. They never knew. But right now, this is the news out that they are going to create a database where, when you apply and then you apply for your study permit, they are going to verify from the school's website if you had a valid LOA from the school. The database, whenever a school offer you an admission or a letter of acceptance, they'll import it into the database, and then when you apply for your study permit, the immigration officer who is working on your process, or who's working on your documents, will actually verify from that database if it is true that you had the message, you had the letter of acceptance from the school. Yeah, so this is the new thing that is. So you should be very careful. I'm putting this out because some people always do their application process through agents, and then these agents will do whatever it takes to get you a school, whether it is legit or not. They are going to do whatever it takes to get you a letter of acceptance. Be very, very careful. I'll also have a day and then talk about the visitors visa, and then because this, if for me to talk about this immigration thing, it's a whole lot. Anything I tell you is per what I've seen and what I've experienced. I don't just come and tell you any information that I hear on the internet. People are here, and then they are going through a lot, all because they didn't know anything about this immigration. All they did was to follow what the agent was saying. We are not saying don't take agents, or we are not spoiling any agent's work, but we want these agents to do a legit work. They should tell us the truth. When they are applying for a visitor's visa for you, they should let you know that you can't work with a visitor's visa. When they are applying for a study permit for you, they should let you know that this study permit that they applied, or the school that they applied for you, has a postgraduate work permit. They shouldn't just lie to us. We have schools that agents can actually apply to and then get admission the next day, because these schools are like low class schools that they really, people don't know about these schools, so they are eager to bring in more people. So anytime you apply to these schools, they give you letter of acceptance, but getting your visa approved for those schools is very low. And then sometimes these schools don't have postgraduate work permit. There's a school here called Alton College. They don't have a postgraduate work permit. It is a private school. They don't have a postgraduate work permit. So applying to this school from Africa, you getting, if you have the legit documents, you getting admission is very high. The percentage of you getting admission is very high. But then when you get here, ask yourself, after school, you have just 3 months to get a job from the field that you studied. If you don't get that, you run out of status. You have to leave the country because you don't have, you just have like one pathway to get your permanent residency here in Canada. So you should know all these things before coming. We have more information for you guys. And then, if this is your first time on this channel, please comment, like, and then subscribe. Yes, subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe, and then we are always going to give you more updates. My main concern is about this NBCC and NSCC, New Brunswick Community College, and then Nova Scotia Community College. Right now, they are taking Ghanaians and Nigerians off bit by bit. I want to put this out too. If you have a plan of migrating to Canada as a student or a visitor or anything, especially the students, start right now. Per what I'm seeing, per my calculation, this is not an official thing outside, but per my calculation, they are going the 2026 World Cup will be held in Canada, Mexico, and then USA, right? Now, and it will be held in 2026, which means in 2026 Canadians will get more applications because people will be coming from their countries to support their teams here in Canada during that time. And then right now, as it stands, accommodation in Canada is a problem. So what I'm thinking is there will be a time Canada is going to hold on with the study permit application for some time, because if you guys come and then it is time for these tournaments to happen, where are these visitors going to stay when they come in? And then they are going to get more money. They are going to get money from these visitors when they come. So it is going to reduce the number of students they take, let's say in the next year or the next 2 years, when they are preparing to welcome this World Cup tournament. So if you have something to do, just start right now. Start doing it right now. Don't wait for anything. Start doing it. And then also, I've seen that most people are getting denied of late. I've seen most people getting denied. Please, when you're applying to schools, make sure you know that you know the type of province you're applying to. Some province needs more immigrants, especially in New Brunswick. They need more immigrants. So before you apply to a college, consider the province as well. Don't just apply to any province you know. If you're applying to Toronto, the population there is very high. So getting your documents and some other stuff won't go as quick as being in New Brunswick or Nova Scotia and Newfoundland, all this place. Like just go to the provinces with low population. Go there and then establish yourself. After that, you can have a mind of, or you can actually change your mind and move to Toronto after getting all your documents. This is what I have for you today. But please, as I said, don't apply to only NBCC and NSCC. Let's spread out. Let's spread out. I understand you guys are looking for, colleges with low tuitions and other stuff. But at the end, you still want to travel. You still want to school. So if you put all your eggs in one basket, when you fall, all of them are going to break. Try to spread out. Apply to different schools. Apply to different schools. Even if the school fees is like 12,000 a year, NBC is like 10,000. Even if it's 12,000, it is still normal. Apply. 13,000, 14,000. Apply. People are going to universities paying like 30,000 a year, 15,000 a semester and other stuff. So if you have the opportunity to pay for like 14,000 a year, I know it's very hard, but at the end of the day, you just want to travel. So just go in for that. And I'm hoping all of you get what you are looking for. I'll be talking about this visitors visa. The visitors visa is something I've seen that agents are using to lure people. They are using to lie to people because they know nothing about all these things. I'm going to talk about the visitor's visa to Canada. Please stay connected to this video, to this channel. Always like, if you like this video, like it, share for others to also come and watch. Please share for others to also come and watch. Thank you, and then please click on the like button. Bye bye.